What's going on, people? Myke C-Town here with another episode of Records and Ramblings. Before we get into the records, let's do a little bit of rambling. So, yeah, I want to start off by showing y'all something that I think is pretty cool. Some of y'all know that I've been doing poetry since the late 90s, and outside of the poetry competition that we did on Is the Mic Still On, which I won, I don't really share too much of it, but I've actually been considering doing a project that's sort of like what Amir Soliman does, where it's poetry over some dark soundscapes. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I do plan to still do it, but I want to tell y'all about a book that just came out called Dunt's Codex. It's actually two books. One is it's a collection of prose pieces by a number of writers. Here's the back there. Really nice, thick book. Really nicely put together. The other one, which is this one, is a poetry book that includes a number of poets, including me. So, yeah, there is, if you can see, probably can't see that. There's my name. This is the first time I've actually ever been published in a physical book like this, which is just rad. So yeah, thank you to Dunt's Codex for asking me for a piece. I put a lot of time and thought into this one, and you know, I gotta be honest, I love the way it came out. I don't know that I want to explain what it's about. I'd like to, but I kind of like for y'all to read it if you actually do care about reading it. But yeah, this is actually the first collection that they've done, and I'm super just stoked to be a part of this. So yeah, if you'd like to pick up a copy, I'll put the link down there in the description section that will go to their site. And yeah, it'd be dope if I got to do more stuff like this in the future, but we will see. I read some of the other stuff in here, and it's just, there's some beautiful work in this book, man, and it's cool being next to other poets, and especially poets that, you know, are active and have been published before and are performing and all that good stuff. So yeah, man, it's just cool that little old nobody asked me got to put a piece in a book like this. So yeah, man, this is just, it's fucking awesome, man. The wonders of the internet. Yeah, also, I want to give a shout out to Sunder. This is a band that I recently found, and yeah, they sent me the shirt. They also sent me the record for this album here, if you can see that. But yeah, I'll show that in a future video. But if you've not listened to this band, I'll put the link down there in the description section. They're so fucking good. And I don't see a lot of people talking about them, which is a crime. So check them out. I think that's it for the rambling. So yeah, let's talk about some records. First record I'm going to show you, this is Ashenspire with Hostile Architecture. So, this is a band that I've been listening to since this came out. This came out in 2022, and it's a really interesting band. I'm actually surprised I haven't shown this record before, but they're a very weird avant-garde black metal band. I guess they be black metal. Yeah, let's just stick with that. But they have a lot of influences from all over the place. You know, on first listen, they kind of remind me of if you took that band Forest of Stars, which is great, and you mixed them with the Norwegian Shining, the kind of jazzy one, and you added a bit of Psy to their music. And I think you'd have something pretty close to what this sounds like. It's really intricate musically with some really chaotic parts, frantic drums, saxophone, and just a really interesting approach to vocals. And yeah, the combination, Records on Black won't bother showing you that. The combination of all that on paper sounds like it would be some bullshit, but it really works very well here. And they have a lot of anti-capitalist themes, anti-imperialist themes in the lyrics, which is a breath of fresh air because they're not cheesy. They're actually like really well written. But yeah, this is a great album. I don't know if you can still get it. I know it sold out pretty quickly when it first came out, and I had to like search around to find it. But yeah, and I also kind of wonder what happened to them. Like, did they break up? Because it's been almost 3 years since this came out, and we've heard nothing. So anyway, yeah, Ashenspire, Hostile Architecture. I feel like I haven't talked about this band in a minute. Bam, this is Current 93 with Island. Obviously one of my all-time favorite bands. I already had this on CD, but I was in Athens about 2 months ago, I think, and I saw a copy of this out in the wild, and it wasn't overpriced, so I just couldn't pass it up. This album was recorded in Iceland between 1986 and 1991. The music's more ambient, not so much neo-folk, really. This probably wouldn't be an album that I tell someone to start off with, even though I think it is an absolutely beautiful album. It's like a green vinyl. The record's very airy and very dreamy, very synth heavy. A lot of folks know this record more than others from Current 93's catalog because Bjork is on it, but she's really only on one track. She's not an actual collaborator like that, so I don't know, but if that's what leads you to this album, then great, but Lament for My Susan is an absolutely beautiful song. So is Anyway People Die. It's another beautiful song. But yeah, this album would be more for folks that are, I don't know, more into the industrial or ambient side of Current 93 rather than the folky side. But yeah, it's a beautiful album and you should definitely pick it up. The next record I'm going to show you, this is Flux of Pink Indians, Strive to Survive, Causing Least Suffering Possible. Yeah, not a lot of folks talk about this band, or at least not enough folks talk about this band. This shit is so good. Flux Pink Indians was an English anarcho-punk band that released their debut in 1982, which is so crazy. But it's definitely got that English anarcho-punk sound, so they're very similar to Crass. Oops. Oh, shit, I'm a dummy. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, they're very similar to, like, you know, bands like Crass or Subhumans, Rudimentary Peni, stuff like that. But yeah, you know, lyrics about class consciousness, working class, government corruption, animal rights, all the stuff that you'd expect to see and hear on a anarcho-punk album. I don't usually show the records, but I really like those center labels. Anyway, yeah, Flux of Pink Indians, again, not a band that I think enough people talk about. They're fucking fantastic, especially if you are an absolute freak over, you know, kind of older punk stuff. Did I show the inside? I don't think I did. There's the inside. If I did, you're seeing it again. Deal with it. But yeah, this is a great, great, great album. Oh, I forgot to mention, this actually contains the album as well as the demos for the album. So, and it's been remastered for vinyl, and it sounds great. So, definitely check it out. Next record I'm going to show you is something I've been listening to a lot lately. This is Midnight Betrothed, with Bewitched by Destiny's Gaze. Yeah, this is an ambient, atmospheric black metal band from Australia. That is a project by none other than The Seer. And yeah, this guy just puts out nothing but gold, in my opinion. I love the way he composes these songs, man. Some folks can look at it as, you know, keyboard laden black metal or black metal tinged dungeon synth. I don't know, and it doesn't really matter to me. But to me, I just think it's really, really well done and very unique black metal that's kind of drowned in these beautiful and passionate keyboard parts. Some of the songs even border on noise with keyboards, or it might even be real piano. I'm not all the way sure. All I know is it's just a beautiful album. it's on Liver Borders, so you already know there's not anything, you know, interesting to the packaging. It's just a fold over in the true black metal spirit. And the record's on black, so I won't bother showing you that. I do wish there was an insert for stuff like this, because I would love to like read the lyrics, because I'm just curious of what he sings about with stuff like this. But yeah, I think it's funny. Actually, I was thinking today that this is not on Metal Archives. I guess because it's not metal enough. And I guess I do get that. But this is, I don't know. It's just kind of funny. But yeah, this is just so well put together and so well played. I have all of their albums. I'm not sure why I've only shown this one as of now, but I'm definitely going to fix that in future videos. But yeah, this is some really, really, really cool black metal. And, you know, the Seer is just such, I don't know, such an interesting character when it comes to composing black metal albums. He just does something very, very different. So, yeah. Next record I'm going to show you. This is Mach, Hommy and God Fahim with Dollar Menu. This is the first Dollar Menu, by the way. So yeah, a lot of folks already know about Mach, Hommy, New Jersey rapper with a Haitian background. And yeah, he's just an amazing rapper. His album from last year, Rich Ass Haitian, got a lot of attention, was on a lot of people's best of the year lists, with good reason, because it's seriously so fucking good. God Fahim is one I don't see as many people talking about, but he's incredibly dope as well. I think he's originally from Ohio, if I'm not mistaken, but he lives in Atlanta somewhere. This dude I used to work with at the Hellhole, that was AT&T. He put me on to the God Fahim. And yeah, like I said, he's incredible. And these two rapping together is just super, super dope. You know, filthy ass production that's fairly minimal, very reminiscent of what you would hear from, you know, Griselda shit. And then it's just some really cool and creative rapping from these two. The album actually starts off with the song Barnum and Bailey, which is produced actually by Elucid of Arm & Hammer. And yeah, I fuck with Elucid so hard, and damn, I wish Elucid had a verse on that song, because that production is lovely. Record is on white vinyl, and it's on that Daupe. I'm not sure how you pronounce the label. Daupe, D-A-U-P-E. This is a label that I don't ever order stuff from, because the shit sells out in like 2 seconds, and the resale for those records is just, it's fucking stupid, okay? Nothing against Daupe, because I mean, they do what they do, but you know, it almost feeds the flipper market, but you can't really blame them all the way. Flippers are gonna flip because they're fucking assholes. But yeah, I can't even tell if this is a bootleg or not. I don't think it is, but I ran across this at a record store when I was in Florida, and it wasn't like super overpriced or anything. It was like, I don't know, 30 bucks. So, but the guy that owned the record store was some like wiry, like Steve Buscemi looking ass, like scummy kind of dude. Scummy Steve Buscemi looking dude, record guy. If you see this, I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have said that, but that's, I mean, you have a mirror. He had a little dog that was real cute. That was in the store too, but he didn't seem like the kind of guy that is like scouring the internet for God Fahim bootlegs. And this was the only stuff like this that he had in the store. It was like this and some other records that I'll show in another video. So maybe they're bootlegs. I don't know. If any of y'all know, definitely tell me how to tell. But either way, I mean, the music sounds great and it's cool to have. There's no insert, of course, but I don't think Daupe ever does inserts. But regardless, this is a super good record. You should definitely check it out if you've not heard it, especially if you're into that dark Griselda sound. Yeah, this is really, really, really good stuff. Empty the magazine like a coupon book. Yeah, shit's tight. Next record I'm going to show you. This is something that I came across out in the wild, kind of by accident. Last time I was in California, I went to some random ass record store. I forget the name, but they had a decent metal and hardcore section. But yeah, I came across this and I seriously stopped and listened to this because I thought the cover was so fucking cool, and I just had a feeling that it was going to be really good. And it was only like a $10 record, so I was like, let me just look this up. But yeah, this is Mass Extinction with Never Ending Holocaust. And yeah, I don't know if I want to show the back cover, because it does show like animal abuse, and I don't even like looking at it, so I don't want to put that shit on YouTube. But anyway, yeah, I listened to the song from this band, and I was just like, yeah, maybe I'll buy this because it's only $10. You know, if it sucks, it's a 10 spot. I would have given somebody outside the record store a $10 bill, so it wasn't a big deal. But I got it home, put it on the record player, and I was like, holy fucking shit. It's one of the best albums of this style that I've heard in many years. It's super grinding, fast, furious crust from New Jersey that kind of focuses on the issue of animal rights as a system of oppression. And it's just, oh my God, it's fucking awesome. It's on Romantic Songs Records, a label I've never heard of. Or it looks like it's a split. And it's also on Up the Punks Records and Hail Noise Records, I guess. So yeah, it's a three-way split. And it's only two guys. One is a singer, and I think he's only been in this band. And his voice is awesome. The other guy plays, I believe he plays everything else. And he was in a band called Organ Dealer. That's, you know, a great grind band. And he's in another band called Nyctophagia. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. That's more kind of death grind. But yeah, both bands are just fucking awesome. And this Max Extinction album, fuck, man, it's so goddamn good. I can't even take it. I can't even take it. But yeah, Records on Black One, Bala showing you that. I love this. Vegan for the animals. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these guys because this is the only album they ever released. I'd love to hear some more shit from them. But yeah, this is, again, seriously one of the best kind of crusty grind bands I've heard in a really long time. And, you know, it's cool seeing that they kind of stand for a lot of the shit that I stand for. But yeah, smashing systems of oppression. Yeah, this is just a really good record. So if you're into grind and crust, and especially grindy crust or crusty grind, you know, Extinction of Mankind, Ass Suck, old ABC Diablo, Destroy, Disrupt, Drop Dead, any of that kind of shit, man, you should definitely check Mass Extinction out because it's, yeah. All right, I'm done talking about how awesome it is, but it is fucking awesome. Actually, I want to read the thing that goes around the edges here. All around us lie the death camps we've created for our fellow creatures, factory farms and vivisection labs for subjugating the conquered species. You know what I'm saying? All right, we are down to the last album in this edition of Records and Ramblings. And, you know, when it comes to 10 out of 10 perfect albums, this is one that immediately comes to mind. And I could have sworn that I've shown this before. I know I've talked about this album on my channel a bunch, but I looked at my notes, didn't look like I'd shown this already. So, you know, if I did, fuck it, you're going to see it again because it's a perfect album. Operation Ivy, Energy. This is also one of the most important punk albums for me because it's one of the first punk albums that I ever heard back when I was like 14 or whatever it was. And it's really responsible for getting me into punk rock in the first place. I've told that story, not going to tell it again. If you've not heard this album, I feel sorry for your mother, but it is a ska punk album, meaning it's punk with some ska leanings. Which is really the only way that I can stomach ska at all, because otherwise I really can't stand the genre. But yeah, this is great guitar riffs, great singing, you know, songs about unity and brotherhood and, you know, other punk shit. You know, it's such a great album. It's It's on this green kind of whatever vinyl. What do you call that? Splattered? I don't know. But yeah, I think most people know the song Knowledge. You know, all I know is I don't know. And Sound System. Sound System is probably my favorite song on here. Try to describe it to the limit of my ability. It's there for a second, then it's giving up what it used to be. Bombshell is great. Take Warning. God, Unity. You know, oh man. There's a war going down between my bros tonight. I don't want no war going down tonight. Stop this. Whoa. It's man, Big City. Artificial Life in the Marketplace. Yeah, this is a fucking it's such a good album. Such a good album. If you've not heard of this, you might be interested to know that it's also the band that I forget the dudes' names, but the dudes from Rancid came from. Fuck. Whatever. You know the guys from Rancid. You know, the punk-looking guys with the tattoos and the mohawks and shit. Those guys. They came from this band. But, listen, let me tell you something. A lot of bands are doing reunions right now, right? I'm about to go to one in about 3 weeks. A really cool reunion show for an old punk hardcore band that I loved. But if this band ever did a reunion, a lot of people were like, oh my god, the Misfits are getting back together. I don't fucking care, dude. I don't care. If they played down the road, I'd probably go see the Misfits, but am I gonna fly to some big fucking building and watch the Misfits from half a mile away and hear Danzig running out of breath trying to sing Halloween? Nah, I don't care. I don't care. You know, a lot of people want to see the Smiths get back together. If Morrissey wasn't a fucking racist dickbag. Racist. If he wasn't a racist. You know, maybe, I mean, even them, I'd be like, yeah, dude, I would go see that. Sonic Youth. That would be cool. That would be a cool show. Operation Ivy, bro, I'll fucking chop both my arms off. Okay? I will tattoo the Operation Ivy little mystery man on my ball sack. Okay? To go to the show. Not to get in free. For the opportunity to buy a ticket. Okay? To go see Operation Ivy do a reunion. I need this to happen before all of these dudes are passed. You know, I know they did that reunion thing that was at like a, I don't know, it looked like an Italian restaurant, like a Carrabba's or something. I don't know what that was. No disrespect, I just can't remember. I need a full Operation Ivy reunion. I need it. I want it to happen. I know old girl, what's her face from Against Me, Laura Jane. I know she was campaigning for this and I was with her, you know, but God, please, somebody pay these guys fucking a mil, okay? Or $2 million to make this shit happen, okay? You know, if Elon Musk want to do some fucking good in the world instead of being a fascist fucking dick face, he would fucking pay all of the money that he made from Rocket X, or wherever that stupid shit is, from going to fucking Mars. He'd pay, okay, that money to Operation Ivy. Then he'd be helping humanity out instead of being, you know, a fucking murderous fucking asshole. Please, somebody make this happen, okay? Please. Okay, I'm done. I'm done talking. I'm done. But I love this band, and I need them to do a reunion. And I love this band, and I need you to buy this album. And I love this band, and I also love my boy Alex for getting me a copy of this record, because I've had the same cassette since I was 14, and I've had the same CD since I was probably 16, okay? So, yes, this is an amazing album. If you've not heard it, go listen to it, and I am done. All right, that's it for this edition of Records and Ramblings. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Hopefully you love Operation Ivy. And hopefully you check out Sunder. And hopefully you go buy this book with my stupid poetry in it. Not stupid poetry, my poetry's great. You should go buy the book. And yeah, as usual, thank you for living, thank you for loving, thank you for being you, and I'll see y'all next time. All right, peace out.